everyone, this is Doxy Mom and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't done so already, I'd greatly appreciate if you hit that little red subscribe button. You can ring the bell for notifications, and if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up. Well, Miss Peanut and I, we're here to bring you the news in 15 minutes or less, so let's get started. Well, another fun day at the circus. Well, unfortunately, I watched the clown show with Ambassador Sondland, and like I said in my last report, Sondland, well, he presumed there was a quid pro quo, and well, Sondland presumed wrong, and he flat out asked President Trump, what he wanted, and President Trump just said that he wanted nothing. So, there you go. Ukraine got their aid, and nothing had to be given in return. So, here again, this is just ridiculous. And Jim Jordan and Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, well, they held a press conference after the hearings yesterday and stated that Ukraine's aid was released after senior officials told President Trump they believed that President Zelensky was legit. Because they had to check this new guy out, guys, because obviously there's a lot of corruption in the past administrations. Anyway, Jim Jordan, he brought up how unfair this whole process has been, that they received Sandy's deposition at 10 p.m. Tuesday night after hearing testimony all day, and then they had to be back up on Capitol Hill to start all over again at 9 a.m. for Wednesday's hearing. So, it just has not been a fair process, and we all know why the Democrats are pushing this along. They're trying to get all this wrapped up before the OIG report comes out. Anyway, Jim and Elise, they end the press conference by saying there is not one single piece of evidence to impeach President Trump, period. So, we all know this, yet the clown show continues, and, I won't be having enough time to watch it all today, and I'll get into that in a minute, but in other news, The Guardian is reporting that the two federal correction officers guarding Epstein on the night he died, well, they have been indicted because they repeatedly failed to complete mandated counts of prisoners under their watch. Now, officers Tova Noel and Michael Thomas both pleaded not guilty to charges they falsely certified to having conducted inmate counts during Epstein's final hours, and to a conspiracy charge. Now, these officers were supposed to check every half hour on Epstein, and instead they allegedly sat at their desk, browsed the internet, moved around the Commons area, and slept for about 2 hours. Now, apparently, no rounds were made from 10:30 p.m. to 6:30 a.m., and a body was found when breakfast was served. Now, one of Epstein's attorneys, Mark Furnich, he said this: "It would be a shame if minor scapegoats were made to take the fall for this tragedy on what amounts to be a cover-up theory." Well, I wonder what Mr. Furnich knows, and I'll leave a link. Now, President Trump, he made remarks when he was at the Apple plant late Wednesday afternoon, and he said that the whistleblower is a political operative, and everyone knows who the whistleblower is, and we do. He said that Schiff is a corrupt politician, which we all know, and that CNN, ABC, CBS, NBC, The Washington Post, and others are fake news, and we also all know that too. But here's something President Trump alluded to that you may not know. He said that Hunter Biden was thrown out of the Navy and had no income until his daddy became VP, and he was getting millions of dollars from Ukraine and China and possibly other places. And I'll leave a link to the Fox 10 Phoenix where they showed this interview around the 9th hour after Sondland's testimony. Then I found an article in Zero Hedge that says an indictment has been drawn up by the Ukraine's Office of the Prosecutor General against Burisma owner Nikolai Zelensky and I'm probably saying that wrong, guys. I apologize. And it claims that Hunter Biden and his partners received $16.5 million for their services, according to Ukrainian MP Alexander Dubinsky. Now, this indictment was issued on November 14th, but the press ignored it, and this just came out on November 20th that Hunter Biden received money that did not come from the company's successful operation, but rather from money stolen from citizens. Now, according to Dubinsky, Hunter's income from Burisma is a link that reveals how money is siphoned from Ukraine and how Biden is just one link in the chain of Zolochevsky's money laundering operation, which includes politicians from the previous Ukraine administration and continue their schemes under President Poroshenko. Well, no wonder President Trump was leery about the corruption in Ukraine and brought up the money that Hunter was getting from Ukraine for basically doing nothing. So now we know where the $83,000 a month came from. Dirty money being laundered. Guys, we need to pray that all those involved, that they find Jesus and they repent. Now, the article goes on to say that at the same press conference, deputies received new materials from investigative journalists alleging that the family of the ex-president funneled $7.4 billion through American investment firm Franklin Templeton Investments, which they claim have connections to the U.S. Democrat Party. Can you say boom? And I'll leave a link. Now, you know in Proverbs 28:25, it says, a greedy man stirs up dissension, but he who trusts in the Lord will prosper. So that might be something these dirty politicians need to be thinking about. Now, Fiona Hill and David Holmes, they're testifying today, Thursday, November 21st, and I have a doctor's appointment today, and I'm just not going to have time to watch all this nonsense today. Oh, well, but I guess I'll just miss out on more lies, and if any bombshells happen, well, I'll get back to you tomorrow on that. Well, guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, this is Doxy Mom, and God bless you all.